Good morning! I've been thinking, since I've been under the weather the past day or two, it's probably well past time for someone else to know how to take on my chores that I do, especially my morning chores, on a day-to-day basis, so that way things still get done around the farm, animals still getting taken care of in the morning like they need to. So this morning I am going to show Lacie how to do my chores. Good morning.
Good morning.
First thing we do is turn off the power to the fences so we don't get shocked. Since we just turned off the power, the next thing I do is let the ducks out. At night they're put up here in their duck tractor, and they have a duck shield that allows them to still get water. But then once we wake up in the morning, we let them out inside the electrified fencing, so that way they can go ahead and lay their eggs. I typically don't get the eggs in the morning first thing because they're still laying. You can get them if you want to, but I usually don't get the eggs until I feel like they're finished laying, and that's around 11 or so. After the ducks have been let out, the next thing I do is I feed the chickens, starting with the pullets. Before I feed them, what you need to do first is actually move the chicken tractor, so that way they can get on some fresh grass. And you need to take the feeder out so that way you don't smash the feeder as you're moving the chicken tractor. On to fresh grass. Next thing we do is get feed for our layers. With the pullets, since they're still growing, I give them more carbohydrates just to fuel their growth. So they have more, I put a mixture of wheat, of oats, and corn in there so that way they can grow. So they have mostly layer feed, but I do give them a little carbs. I think that might be where the feed's a little short. Hey there. What are you doing? Hey, Sayla.
Hey.
Where's Josiah?
Over here.
There's the other one. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, are you laughing? Are you laughing? This may not be too popular to say, but one of the reasons most people don't know how to work together, don't know how to fill in the gaps for each other, is they have it too easy. On the homestead, things are not easy. Things are tough, and you depend on each other to fill in and to work together just to make things continue to function and continue to go. Back in the day, back in the frontier days, and even before that, if you didn't work together, you could probably die. So it is important that you know how to work together, and that as you work together as a team, and that way you fill in for each other when someone's sick or unable to do their chores. So that way the homestead keeps going, the farm keeps going, the family keeps going, and hopefully nobody dies. After I take care of the animals, the next thing I do is I take a walk through the garden, just kind of see how the plants are doing, seeing what may need to, if there's anything that needs to be watered later on or this morning, or anything that needs to be harvested, just anything that stands out to me, just to get a feel for what is going on in the garden this morning. It's also sad that when families do face tough times, most of the time, instead of it pulling them together to work harder together to overcome the problem together, a lot of times it pulls them apart. Divorce happens and families get pulled apart. And that's a shame. In tough times, you should pull together. You should learn to work together as a team to be able to face tough times together as a team and as a unit. Well, that is it for the morning chores. Lacie, thank you for helping out.
You're welcome.
You see, I still got a little bit of cough. But later today, we'll go over how to do the evening chores. But in between that time, Lacie is going to take the camera and she is going to go over some things that she's doing with Jumpstart program.
Well, I had to go inside, and Mike normally puts 20 pounds on his back. I'm putting 20 pounds on mine. Say hey. Say hey. And it's time to go let the ducks out. Let's go. I'm glad I can help Mike out. I know it's really beneficial whenever you have someone else at the house that can do your daily chores. Just like when I'm sick, Mike picks up the slack for me and he cooks dinner, takes care of the kids, whatever he has to do. And when he's sick, I try to do the very same thing for him. And it's great to just work as a family together, just so nothing gets fallen by the wayside. So I'm gonna head inside and make me a juice smoothie, and I'm gonna show you exactly what that looks like. Josiah, can you hand me a pineapple? Thank you.
You're welcome. That's what you're doing.
Every time I make a juice, look who shows up. Do y'all like juices?
Yeah!
You like my green smoothies?
Yeah!
Ooh. Now that I have my juice done, right here, I'm gonna go outside and enjoy it. So I'm gonna sit here and enjoy getting my dose of vitamins and minerals today. Well, it's the evening and it's time for the ducks to go up, but they're not being as compliant as I would like them to. I'm gonna show you. So the ducks don't want to come, so I'm going to go ahead and get the duck eggs. If you look back there in the corner, I don't know if you can see, there were 4 duck eggs there this morning. And what they normally do is lay them in this back corner and they roll them out the back. So I'm going to have to go see if there's any duck eggs back here. And I don't see any out here, but I think whoever laid them last, yep, covered them up. Hey, one got busted. That's a rare occasion that they bust one, because duck eggs are harder than chicken eggs. So we have 5 eggs right there. Let's look in this one. Oh, there's another one. We got one more nested box. Oh, and one there. Yep, that's it. Well, look who's coming to play. They finally decided it was time to come and eat. And this duck water is nasty. It gets nasty real quick, so I'm gonna dump it out here in a few minutes and get them some more. Well, they faked me out. They didn't want to come past me, so they're up here chowing down on bugs in the grass. We're gonna see if we can get them coming back down this way. In. Right in front of the door. Well, the dirty ducks are all put up for tonight, but I still get to clean out their pool. So, here goes.
So how did it go?
Well, okay, not as smooth as I would like, but they're up and have clean water.
So did it give you a little bit more of an idea of what I have to do each day?
Oh yeah, it sure did.
For me, one of the things that I didn't really get until I got older, especially when I became a dad, is how much my parents did for me on a regular basis, especially my dad. It wasn't until I became a dad that I realized how much he did on a day-to-day basis. So, I'm not saying moms don't do anything, but sometimes dads don't get all the credit, so I hope this helps out just a little bit in seeing what I do on each day all around the farm.
I know he works hard. He does a lot, more than I can do. I can tell you that right now.
So I feel a lot more confident. In a couple months, we haven't told anybody this yet, but in October, I plan to go to a workshop at Rose Creek Farm in Tennessee with Curtis Stone and spend some time with him and Ray Tyler. So Lacie and the kids are gonna have to manage this whole farm by themselves, maybe with a little help, but without my help. Think you can do it?
Well, I guess whether I think I can or not, we will.
I'm confident that they can do it. Lacie did a fantastic job taking care of the ducks in the morning, throughout the day, and in the evening. And I'm confident that her and the kids can hold down the fort, hold down the farm. Come here, man. Come here. She even did it with Mike on her back, just like I have to do sometimes. Isn't that right? He's tired, he's sleepy, he's sleeping. One more thing. You still gotta get the chicken eggs.
Oh, I know.
And put on the electrified fencing. Whoa.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna go get chicken eggs. Last thing we have to do, turn the fence on, then we're done.